I'm here to tell you that I got scammed. Well, 22 years ago. But why am I telling you this? Well, because it taught me a valuable lesson. First, don't send money to random strangers. Second, you can't believe everything you think or feel. I'm gonna go through why this is important and how it relates to your OCD or anxiety. Let me take you through a journey through my own childhood. Ooh, so special. I was a skater kid. No, not skateboarding. That wasn't cool yet. Inline skating is where it was at. Every day after school, I would spend hours and hours skating, all the way until the sun went down. I spent time going to skate parks, grinding on rails, going on half pipes, and really just acting like I was cool. Sports has never really been my thing, but this was something I was good at. This continued for a few years. As I got better and better, I wanted better equipment. I got a job at 15 years old washing dishes. They paid me $5.15 an hour. I saved up all my money to buy a certain pair of skates. Man, these things were the bomb. The only problem was they were expensive. So using the internet really at its infancy, does that age me a bit? I'm not that old. I searched for a better deal, and oh boy, did I find one. I was so lucky. Wow, I can't believe they're selling these for $300. That's way cheaper than everywhere else. You see where this is going? I saved that $300. It's approximately 58 hours of work before tax. And that's on top of going to school. So excited, I contacted the person I was ready to buy. I filled in all the information and the person called me like right away on our house phone. He said the reason I can sell this for so cheap is because I get them directly from the manufacturer and they require a certain kind of payment. My simple debit card just won't work. So my 15-year-old brain said, okay, totally trust this guy. I mean, why would they call you if they were a scammer, right? And I talked to him for a long time on the phone. He said, all I need to do is get my money out of the bank, go to this certain grocery store, and I got to do this thing that's called, Western Union, which, I've never heard of before. But you give them the cash, you tell them to send it to a specific address. He said, hey, once you do it, give me a call back and I'll send the skates your way. So guess what I did? I rode my bike to the bank, went to the store, followed the instructions. The person helping me said, are you sure you're supposed to be sending this money? Something seems a little strange about this. No, with confidence, I replied, yeah, I'm sure. I just talked to the guy on the phone. Hello. I had so much faith that this was real, but I could not see past the red flags. I got my receipt and I went home. I immediately called the guy. I was so excited. No one answered. I tried again. No one answered. I tried multiple times that day. I eventually got a message that said, the phone number you were trying to reach has been disconnected. Oh, my heart sank. Oh, I can still feel it today. I'm not even 15 years old. Or am I? I was scammed. I was so embarrassed to tell my parents, and I actually don't know if they've ever heard this story until now, if they watch my videos. Do you watch my videos, parents? But here's why I'm telling you this story. OCD and anxiety tell you what you're experiencing. They say it's so real and it's so true, and it's really hard to go against that. It is scamming you. It is taking away your time, your energy, your family, your work, and just life enjoyment. It tricks us into thinking that something is real and something is dangerous when it's not. It preys on insecurities, doubts, fears, and it does it so subtly that we don't even realize we're being scammed.
You've clearly been scammed, Mom.
The tricky part is we have a hard time knowing we're scammed, and so we just keep following what anxiety says. When it comes to anxiety, the only way we know that we are being scammed is when we stop giving into its demands. So how do we outsmart this crafty anxiety? Well, we use a technique called exposure and response prevention. We deliberately confront our fears, and we do it bit by bit by bit until we really just see that they're not as terrifying as we thought. It's like pulling back the curtain on The Wizard and realizing you're just a regular old guy, man. Oh, smoke and mirrors, you're totally a liar. So by exposing ourselves to those things that makes us feel anxious, we are resisting the urges to engage in our typical anxiety responses. We can take away anxiety's power. It's such a game changer. Just as I learned from my childhood scam, that's my story, my childhood scam, of sending this money for the roller skates, confronting the issue head on is like the best way to do it. Do you know what a really fun phrase is that I like? The next intrusive thought that you might get, you might say, scammer, scammer, scammer. You laugh. in its face. You don't actually know if it's a scammer, but you're doing it anyway because you don't want to keep reacting to those things. You practice not doing the compulsion and you act like you just don't care. Have you ever had this feeling of anxiety or OCD that tricked you? Let me know down in the comments. And oh boy, check out that step-by-step OCD guide that's gonna help you master your OCD once and for all. I'm gonna link that down in the description. You are awesome. The scammer is not. Go live your life. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.